Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be telling you the top 5 worst games I've ever been to. I've been watching football for a long time, so I've been to some really bad games. And yeah, make sure you smash that like button down below. Let's try and smash 30 likes in this video. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. I'm trying to reach 2,000 subscribers by the end of May, so if you could subscribe, it'd be much appreciated. And let's get into this. So the 5th worst game I've ever been to is Sutton versus Wolves. It was 2-0 Wolves. But that wasn't really the worst thing about the game. It was the toxic atmosphere and the fans were just so frustrated, and I totally agree with them about how the club was being run by Roland Duchelet, and Wolves just completely dominated the game. It could have been more than 2-0. The only highlight of the game for me was just standing up and saying, "We want Roland out," and it was just really horrible atmosphere to be under. And obviously the Cheltenham fans have been under a lot of pain after, you know, not going down from the Premier League, and hopefully they can make their way back up, going up this year, maybe into the Championship. I'd love to go back, hopefully can be doing a vlog there soon. Good atmosphere, and yeah, hopefully I can do a vlog there soon. 5th worst game, Wolves versus Charlton at Valley, 2-0 Wolves. The 4th worst game I've ever been to is this one. You've already seen this in my programme collection, but Gillingham versus Carlisle, 0-0. Horrible game. I really did not enjoy this one. This one, it just really was a very bad game. Cold, wet, just cold and wet. It was in the open stand at Gillingham in the away, and no wonder we got free tickets. It was freezing, and just to give you a bit of context, it was in December the 5th, so it was really cold. And it was a 0-0 draw. The game was so boring, and yeah, I came out of that game just wondering why I like football. Yeah, it's not anything against Gillingham, but that game was really bad. And also, people in this game, we had Jack Payne, an Ebbsfleet player, and Fabian Brandy, an Ebbsfleet player. 2 players in there that now play for Ebbsfleet in there. So that was the 4th worst game. Gillingham versus Carlisle. 3rd worst game I've ever been to is Ebbsfleet versus Dover, and it's a playoff final. It was 1-0 Dover. It was just a really horrible game. Nathan Elder scored for Dover. It was again just a really bad game, and I just didn't enjoy it. Yeah, it was just so horrible. We had all this kind of special stuff before the game, with like the singer on and all these fancy stuff on. It didn't really work, and we ended up losing 1-0, and then didn't end up going up, which was really annoying. But it's not as bad as the playoff final you'll hear coming up soon. But yeah, losing to Dover, who are, I guess, Kent rivals as well. Yeah, that was a really bad game, and yeah, so that was the 4th worst game I've ever been to, Ebbsfleet versus Dover. So the 2nd worst game I've ever been to, and it's not a playoff final, but it's another one of those, oh, we're going to win the league? No, we're going into playoffs. It was Ebbsfleet versus Sutton at Gander Green Lane. All the Sutton fans were hoping they were going to win the league and stuff, and they pretty much did in that game. 2-0, we remember hoping that we can turn things around, but no, it didn't happen. Sutton managed to win the game. It was horrible, and all the Sutton fans were going crazy, and it was just such a horrible. I remember walking home in the drive back, and I was completely silent. It was just so annoying because we knew we were going to go into the playoffs again, and yeah, I'll tell you what happened in those playoffs. It wasn't good, and that's what we were hoping for. We were hoping it just turned out horrible. I thought maybe we can get a point, maybe we can get a win, maybe we put those chances again, but that loss just put it completely to bed, and all the optimism was just killed in that game. So yeah, that's the 3rd worst game I've ever been to, Sutton versus Ebbsfleet. So the worst game I've ever been to, and this is by far the worst game I've ever been to, Ebbsfleet versus Maidstone. Ebbsfleet 2, Maidstone 2, went to penalties. So Danny Kedwell scores 2 penalties, but in the last minute, pretty much the last kick of the game, it's all ever scrambled in the box. There's a deflection, and it takes it to penalties, and everyone is just so annoyed. Everyone is so disappointed. But yeah, we can still go for penalties. You're right. We can still win the penalty shootout. No, our centre back missed a penalty. I forgot his name. And then Danny Kedwell already scored 2 penalties in the game. Unfortunately, smashed it straight at the keeper. and they all go crazy. Our Kent rivals, our bitter rivals, beat us on penalties when we could have just won it, and everyone would have gone crazy, and then we just lose it in the last minute. It was so horrible to go from jubilation to nearly have won it, and then just to be sunk down. It's one of the worst feelings I've ever felt supporting Ebbsfleet. It was a horrible feeling, and I just remember getting back. I think someone called me and I was just so angry. I was so annoyed, I was just upset. I had tons of emotions. And yeah, I remember seeing that penalty and my heart just sank. I was like, oh, I remember Danny Kilman missing that penalty. It's giving me dark memories coming back to it now. And obviously it wasn't just any team, losing to any team on the playoff final, like even Dover, that was bad, but losing to Maidstone, and it could have easily gone up there. But luckily, we did manage to go up the next season. Let me know down below, should I do the top 5 best games I've ever been to? Obviously it's been quite bad, you know, looking at all these bad games. But let's reminisce, let's do some good games. So yeah, let's try and smash 30 likes in this video. I'll be telling you the top 5 best games I've ever been to. Make sure you smash the like if you're new, and make sure you smash the like to try and smash 30 likes in this video. Subscribe if you're new, trying to reach 2,000 subscribers by the start of May, so it'd be much appreciated if you could subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you all later.